Keighley here, and today I'm sharing a layout and a process video for UK Scrap Addicts. Our theme this month is to use recycled items that aren't designed for scrapbooking. Now I've saved quite a few things over the years, things that I just liked that were off packaging, or in this case these were actually tags off my son's clothing, and I've just kept them because he's obsessed with gaming, and I just really liked the designs of them, and I thought I could possibly use them, and they've been in my stash for some time and I haven't used them yet. I've also got some ribbon which says PlayStation on it, and it has the PlayStation logo as well. And this was given to me from my dad. It was wrapped around some pajamas that he'd purchased. And like I said, these have been sat in my stash for some time, and I've never used them. So this was a brilliant prompt for me to finally use these things. So I picked one of the tags, which has the PlayStation logo cut out, which is kind of like a cut file really. I had to then back it with some cardstock. There was some backing, which you can see in the corner there, which is some stripes, but it didn't quite match the colour scheme I was going for this page. So I've backed the PlayStation symbol with some black cardstock, and then I've added a hole reinforcer to the top in the blue colour that I'm going to be bringing into the page. I did reshape the top of the tag because I wanted it to have that more of a tag shape. So I did alter it slightly. And now I'm going to put in some of this PlayStation ribbon, which I do have to fiddle with quite a bit just to get it to how I wanted it to look. And then I staple it in using my tiny attacher. It's quite a chunky ribbon. It's really thick. So I felt like my tiny attacher was the best thing to hold it in place. So this tag is going to be one of the main design elements of my page. I've cut some pattern paper from Bro & Co collection. This is the collection that I'm going to be using for this layout. It's got a lot of icons in it that are related to gaming, so I thought that was perfect. And now I'm going to use a star stencil to just add some detail onto the background. I am using white cardstock, and one of my goals this year is to try out and experiment more with mixed media. And I find I feel like stenciling is quite a controlled way of creating mixed media onto the background. And originally I do use, I think it's called Faded Jeans Distress Oxide, but once I started playing with the page and some embellishments and things, I felt like I needed to bring in some more black. So I do change it, which I don't show you on camera, but shortly it will change and switch to a black story background instead. So I've cut these triangles, and my design is going to be going down the page, and the two triangles are going to point in to the centre of the design. And this is the photo that I'm going to be scrapping today. TJ's actually got on in this photo one of the PlayStation items of clothing, which is what one of the tags came from. I can't remember exactly which one. There was quite a few there. And I think this day was the first day he wore this top, and he was like, you can tell by his face, he's well happy. Him and his dad are both obsessed with PlayStation. They don't really play any other consoles. It's all about the PlayStation, and obviously just before Christmas we saw the release of the new PlayStation. So they're both like in their element with those now. So I'm going to stick down these triangles, or I might have already stuck down the triangles, and I'm going to stick down my photos. Yeah, I've already stuck down the triangles, which I distress the edges of the triangles. On the top triangle there is a piece cut out, but you can't see that once the tag's on, it gets covered up. And the stars on my background should now be black in colour. I didn't press on too hard when doing the stenciling. I wanted it to be kind of hazy in the background. And because the ribbon is so thick, I'm having to pop the top of the tag up on foam and stick the bottom part of the tag flat. I have shown TJ this layout completed and he absolutely loves it. So, that's what makes me happy when they love what I've created. I've added a little tab to the side of the tag, again, just to bring some more of the blue up to the tag, because there's quite a lot of black within the tag. And that says Rad, which is perfect for a boy page. I've also added a blue label under the photo. Again, just bringing that blue around the page. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing now. I think I'm going to start popping up some embellishments onto the layout. There's a speech bubble here, which I'm popping up on some foam. And that says awesome. And that goes there. Again, bringing some of that blue around the photo. And next, I think there's the PlayStation controller, which I actually fussy cut from one of the 3x4 cards. I definitely had to include that on this layout. And I popped that at the bottom. I was going to try and bring it up more around the photo, but it just it was too big. So that was the perfect spot at the bottom of the page. Now I'm going to start bringing in my title, and I've picked some foam alpha thickers. I think these were from an old Paige Evans collection a while ago, and I've got quite a lot of packs of these. So my title's going to be PlayStation Obsessed, which he is, and it's perfect for this page. And they're in a navy blue colour, so again, it's just bringing the colours around. I'm popping on some stars from the Bro & Co phrase like titles pack. There were quite a few stars in different colours on there as well as titles, so I've brought in some of those. And I'm now going to distress I think it's a word sticker which says dude. One of my nicknames for TJ is Dude, even though TJ is technically his nickname as well, but we've always just called him Dude from being really small. So whenever there's a dude phrase in any collection, it will get put on TJ's page. So the title kind of reads PlayStation Obsessed Dude, so that works well as well. So next I'm going to attach another phrase at the bottom which says totally legit, which, he is a PlayStation obsessed dude, so it is totally legit. And I think I also bring in another phrase for the bottom which says what's the Wi-Fi. TJ he's obsessed with, obviously, his PlayStation, but he's always on his phone as well, texting his friends or playing on Roblox on his phone. So I felt like that was quite fitting for a page about TJ. And I have distressed the edges of these phrase stickers. I really like the texture that adds to the page. And I have popped up the ones at the bottom on some foam, just because there was overlapping the controller. I've got another speech bubble next to the photo in the more tealy colour, because I'm also trying to bring that around the page as well. And I've also got a little label up there as well. There was a slight gap to the side of the photo, and it was bugging me a little bit, so this kind of filled that perfectly for me. And now I'm distressing the edges of these circles again, just to keep that texture going around the page. And one's a Wi-Fi symbol, and the other one says level up, which again is really fitting for the theme of this page. So, and I stick these down flat because the title is already got some dimension, and also the foam stars as well, they're quite thick as well. And now I'm bringing in some Bramble Fox Star perspectives. And these are in like a tealy colour, but they kind of look slightly see-through, which I quite like, that it brings in another tone of that teal-y colour. So my layout is now almost finished. I'm just going to finish off with some black splatters. My layout definitely felt like it needed a bit more black once I started adding in the blues and the teal. So I'm just going to cover my photo and cover the tag and do some black splatters around the page. I really hope you do join in with us this month and use some of those little bits and pieces that you've decided to save and never got around to using. We'd love to see what you create. Please do share with us on the UK Scrap Addicts Facebook group. And you'll also find on there other pages from the team as well. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.